Provincial Championships is coming up in less than 2 weeks now. It's going to be on May 18th, and I'm done my weight training now. Currently it's Tuesday of the week before, so it's 7th. So we've got 11 days left until Provincial Championships. All the weight training's done. Feeling really strong. Just gonna rest now and then do a little bit extra other types of training, but no strength training anymore. So we want to know, how much stronger am I than last year at Provincial Championships? Last year at Provincial Championships, I finished 3rd on the left arm in the 154-pound class, and on the right arm I finished I think 7th or so, and I made my way into the top 10 Ontario ranking for the 154-pound weight class. Since then, I've injured my right bicep. I tore my right bicep, not completely off, but I still had to get surgery to reattach it properly. But I've been training my left really hard the whole time. Well, not quite. I took a little bit of a break in when this bicep tear happened, and then from December until the end of December until the middle of February, I pretty much only did arm wrestling practice with my left arm. I didn't do any serious weight training. I did a couple of workouts. I did a couple of workouts on my left, but nothing heavy, or no strength building was done. I pretty much just practiced and let my body heal and get strong, let the tendons come into good shape. Just wanted to be fresh every time I showed up to practice, so I could go as hard as I want and just have fun. Then around middle of February or so, I started my training for provincials. So I made my training plan, which was a lot of side pressure and pretty much side pressure, and then the forearm workout, which I would normally do in the past. And I had developed that forearm workout from my preparation for the Battle of the Bunker, where I tore my right bicep. But the forearm workout is really good. At least I had great results with it, and I used to do it every day. But this time I decided to do a lower volume approach, and I did the workout once a week, side pressure once a week, and arm wrestling once a week. And then I decided at a certain point to add in the pronator lift every day, kind of how Devin does it, and I got great results from that as well. So let's compare my lifts from first to my last highest peak, which was last year in August before the Battle of the Bunker. And realistically, I finished 4th officially because I dropped out of the finals because of my torn right bicep. I didn't want to risk injuring it further. I could have possibly finished 3rd if I decided to pull finals. The way the brackets worked out, it was 2 sets of people, so I faced the guy who won the number 1, and I don't think I would have beat him even if I had gotten things perfectly. But still, I was really strong for my weight at that time. I weighed about 170 pounds or so. I was really trying to eat as much as I could, and then I tried to maintain my weight until November or so, after which I just ate whatever I wanted, and then I started cutting once the new year began. That way I'd be good for 154. And right now I weigh about 160, so that's just about right. And that's in the morning. I could weigh like up to 164 in the evening, depending on what I eat and all that. So compared to the last peak in last August, we've got the rise over the top knuckle, and I've done it over the center of the knuckle in the past, and I did it over the corner here like that with the straps. I don't think it's very significantly different, and I think I still have room to go up, so I'm happy to compare these numbers even if the lifts aren't exactly the same. But last August I did 64 pounds on left, I did 66 on right, so my right was always a little bit better on rise, but doesn't matter, so I'm not competing right anymore for a little while. But I got 64 to 70 pounds now, so that's a 9% increase. And compared to last year Provincial Championships, I think that's about the same. So the rise is about 9 to 10% more. Before that, I didn't really have anybody challenge my rise at provincials anyways, so I'm happy with that. Then we've got the rise with my handle, so that's the half circle handle, and in August I managed to do 23.75 pounds for many reps, like 25 to 30 reps, and this time I shot for the smallest increase possible, and I did 25 pounds for 30 reps, or maybe it was 29, and that was a 5.3% increase. So it's all nothing crazy, but it's an improvement. Then the two lifts that had the biggest improvement were my back pressure pronation lift, like a Devon type of pronation lift through the thumb, and my side pressure. So the Devon lift from last August, I went from 92.8 pounds, and now about 2 weeks ago I did 100.9 pounds, and I'm not going to try and beat that for a little while. Exceeded my expectations. So that's about a 9% increase as well since August. And compared to last year provincials, that's a 26% increase. I think before provincials I had managed to do 80 pounds on pronation or back pressure at Rob's practice. I had only done 75 the week before provincials, and I failed in 80. So between 75 and 80 pounds, and the bare minimum of my increase now is 26%. So really, really happy with that. Last year I was saying that I'd be really happy if I could get like 90 or 95. So amazing. Side pressure is another one with great results. Last year before provincials, my PR was 50 pounds for one rep. And now I've done 65 for sets of 20 on the press type of position, and at the time I couldn't do 50 pounds in a press position was at my limit. You'd think, oh, like it's an easier position, but for me it was not any easier than just going straight sideways. I've done like 25 reps with 65, and I've done like 10 or 15 reps 65 like this, so 30% or more improvement since last year. And then since the August tournament, about 18% or so. I think I had done 55 pounds as the heaviest, maybe for 5 reps. So more reps, more weight, just huge improvement between August to now. 15 to 20% on average, and then from last year to now about 30%, maybe more, because that more reps as well. Then I've got the pronator handle, and I didn't really go for a max before provincials. I did find footage of me trying to lift 45 pounds and I did 1 rep kind of, and now I did 3 sets with 30 reps with 45 pounds. Huge improvement. I can't quite give a percentage, but in terms of for the same number of reps, my all-time PR before was 41 pounds or so, and 9% again. So pretty much since August, like, I'm on average about 9 to 10% stronger, with the exclusion of the side pressure, which is more like 20%. Cup. So since the previous peak in August, I did 41 pounds, and now I did 45 pounds for approximately 25 to 30 reps. So again, 9%. And then since last year, provincials, I had done 35 pounds for about 10, maybe 10 or 15 reps. And now I did 45. So that's like 30% again. So just a quick recap. On average, since August last year, and currently it's May, I've made about 9 to 10% in every lift, and maybe 15 to 20% on side pressure. Then since last year, before provincials, when I tested my lifts, I've gained between 25 to 30% on every lift. So good luck to everybody. I'm gonna try as hard as I can, and we'll see where things end up. Lot of it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard. I'm way stronger, very confident, but I have to be realistic. Some of these guys are also stronger than they were, and I need to be operating at my best performance and not make any mistakes. Obviously the goal is to improve compared to 3rd place last year. We will see very soon. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you.